It's the Rich and Angel Show.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I think I start every show with a Southern accent now.
You do. It's the Rich and Angel Show.
What's up?
We're back. Another day, another dollar. And we are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. And I'm going to actually do what I've been doing. So stand by for dead air.
Stand by for dead air.
I am going to help us go live in the
group.
In the Food Equipment Digital Disruptor group. Look at that. All right. So
I think it's worth mentioning what we were just talking about, that somebody, we won't say who, but you had another phone call just from LinkedIn based on the stuff that you're doing on LinkedIn.
Yeah. So, we start the show off just letting everybody know that this content distribution on a daily basis actually works.
Yes.
And, we just, I just got off the phone not too long ago with someone who I know from another past company that we've worked with, and now is with a new company. Oh, I don't hear myself at all.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Oh,
that's you.
We're back. And reaching out to say, hey, we want you to do service for the new company I'm at now. It's not a company that we worked with in the past, and just sent over some information. And it looks like we're probably going to start doing some more work for another manufacturer.
Are you telling me that because of your LinkedIn videos, somebody messaged you and gave you business?
I'm on their radar.
That's wild. It's almost like content marketing works or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's kind of strange when you decide to put the work and effort into this thing every single day, make it part of your strategy. It actually
just comes to you.
Works. The business people start knocking on your door. That is one of the big takeaways that we're trying to tell you. If you saw my live yesterday, we jumped in to content creation and pillar content. And if you missed it, you can go back to LinkedIn and check it out. It was only on LinkedIn.
Yep.
So it was exclusive to the LinkedIn fam. And I will tell you, if you are interested in what we were talking about yesterday, we have an exclusive secret Facebook group that is going to be for only the people that are willing to invest.
Yes.
There
is a paywall. Unfortunately,
there is
a paywall. But on the upside, we will be going in depth into specifics on how to create your content, how to plan it out, what to do with all of your content once you have it made, where to distribute it. Every single question you could think of, you're essentially getting our brain on a platter.
Yeah, and it's going to be access to what we're doing.
Right.
It's going to be kind of ins and outs. It's even going to break down the gear that we're using. Angel's going to go into detail, into the cameras, into the different things that we're using, because we get these questions all the time. So we said to ourselves, we need to be able to, we can't be everywhere all at once at the same time, all the time. So we need to build something that we can scale and be able to actually give value continuously, even when we're traveling and doing other things. So yeah, again, there's a paywall. We're building a business, but I promise you it's going to be of value. And I will even say this, I don't care. If you feel you didn't get any value at the end of it all, I will give you your money back.
I totally agree.
Yeah. We're not looking to, just take someone's money and not be responsible with it.
Right.
Same thing with the FEDD group. I hope that all the sponsors and everybody that came felt they got real value in those couple days that we spent in Miami. And the next one that's coming is the Women's FEDD Powerment event. We're going to look at a new venue.
We're going
at the. I'm not going to make any mentions of where yet, but it's going to be in Jersey City. It's going to be right across the river from New York City,
from Midtown Manhattan itself.
The city's so nice they named it twice.
Yep.
Manhattan's the other name. And it's a little Michael Scott quote right there. And it's, again, the Women's FEDD Powerment event. If you're interested in being a speaker, now is the time to let me know as we look to fill these spots. We have a couple of different options. And I'll just say right now, we're probably going to have maybe 3, maybe 4 keynotes. And then we're going to have something that's called the FEDD Talk stage, where we're going to be looking for at least 4 women to come on and really share their journeys through the industry. And it's about inspiring the next generation of women that need to know that there's opportunities that exist.
And those are shorter segments. So those are, 8 to 10 minute segments.
Exactly.
Just like a power hour of person after person going.
Yeah. So lunch will be included. and some breaks. And then we're going to have a cocktail hour at the end of it, probably from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., which is going to hopefully, if all goes according to plan, give you some panoramic views of New York City.
Great for the gram right there.
Yeah. And then the next day, for those that are going to stick around, this will be a Friday morning. We're going to be chartering a boat, a yacht, whatever you want to call it. We'll give everybody the fees of what that costs. And it'll be a 3-hour trip around Manhattan, brunch, some mimosas maybe, and just continued connections and networking for the ladies of the industry. So you guys can even strengthen your relationship even more and become stronger together.
Absolutely.
And again, men are invited. Men are invited.
Yeah, come
okay,
through, fellas.
So that's that.
Men go to ladies' night, right?
That's right.
Same thing.
That's right. So
no, but if you want to stay in touch and keep up with all the changes as the event evolves, make sure you're in the Fed group. Make sure you go to facebook.com/group/Fed and go check it out, or just type in Food Equipment Digital Disruptors on Facebook. You'll be able to find us there. As far as the secret Facebook group for the content creation, give Rich and I a personal message and let us know that you're interested, and we'll be able to set you up with the next steps right there. We're finishing up the back end process.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to have this thing up. We just want to be able to get as many people in before
I think we're looking to get at least 10 people.
Yeah. To clarify a little bit, it's going to be a week-to-week live stream course that has up to 10 courses, and we're going to be doing it weekly. You're going to have homework. You're going to have little things that you have to take home to yourself. And if you want to ask us any questions, the group is right there available. We're available to you 24/7, 365.
That's it.
Yep.
That's true. So yeah, we'll and when you message us, make sure you say we're interested in the secret Facebook group, and here's my email.
Yep.
And you will be included in that secret email as well. This is all secret.
It's all secretive. This is some
secret society. All we ask is trust. That's
absolutely.
it. So what else we got going on? You got anything on your mind today?
I was actually just editing the video of the champion.
Yes.
Stuff that we got in.
Yes.
And I was just looking through it. I was like, man, I'm wondering, first of all, if it got installed yet.
No,
if it's still sitting.
And that's a great one to bring up. So we unloaded a monster. It was 8,600 pounds worth of equipment, 4 tons of equipment. A flight type champion dishwasher that we're going to be installing at a school here in New Jersey. And that's going to be going down. First of all, we're going to be filming this thing.
Yeah.
So March 13th, mark your calendar.
Okay.
We're going to be going. March 13th is only the rip out. So we have to rip out the old unit, and there's that should be some fun. I had one of the guys I was at the school yesterday with a meeting, and the guy that runs the all the maintenance there, he said, I can't wait for the rip out day. I said, why? What's the matter? He said, I'm taking a sledgehammer to it. Because it's been in there, it's an old 40-something-year-old dishwasher, and it's been giving them nothing but problems for the last couple of years, and they've been having to work around it. We've been band-aiding it.
Yeah.
He's like he can't wait.
He's like demo day.
Yeah.
Chip and Joe or whatever.
Yeah, he can't wait. So that's going to go down March 13th. We're going to film this thing. We're going to show you what a monster champion dishwasher going to look like being installed, but also some demo on what it looks like to rip something out. And the good news is the school is going to probably be closed, which is going to make it much easier for us to have so we don't got to work around people. There's no students anywhere.
It's great.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for Maliki TV for installations coming to you 2020 on youtube.com/Maliki TV. Boom.
I'm starting to get my timing better with that thing.
Yeah. And so what else? We got some stuff going on upstairs. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
What's going on?
Well, we're talking about technician trainings.
Okay.
So, I had put a handbook together January 2018. There was always kind of a handbook in place, but it wasn't really the way it should be. We actually sat down and took a lot of time to put it all and develop it to the way we know we need it to be for the company, not just some boilerplate kind of handbook. So we have training, and I always let guys know that, listen, during there's travel days, there's different days. Everyone gets 40 hours. If they're training for the week, they get 40 hours paid training. there's always these different questions that arise. Like if it's the middle of the week and it's like a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Well, that means that if it's a Tuesday and a Wednesday, that means I got to leave on Monday. And then I don't want to leave late because then I need to be able to get to the hotel and go to sleep and wake up early. I get that.
Mhm.
That's why I put in place on your travel day, you are allowed to use a PTO day. No problem. Right?
Right.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, Wednesday is done. So Wednesday night, it's like, okay, I could get you on a plane right out of the gate after it's over.
Right.
And once that's over, get home. Well, now there's a question. Well, from where they're going. Well, I'm going to get home at 3:00 in the morning.
Right.
Do I got to leave right after that class? Well, no, I'm not going to make you do that. If you think, you can get home at 3 a.m, it's like, you know what? Maybe it's just better you leave the next day.
Right.
Yeah. And, so again, I'm gonna use a PTO day for that.
I mean, just having.
They're saying that's not fair. Why is that not fair? Well, I'm not telling you can't. You could take a no pay day if you want.
Right. What was the alternative? Like, what do they see the alternative?
They just want me to pay them.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, just
so I don't know. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know.
How do you guys handle that?
I try to be as fair as I can. Right. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I want these guys to, make money.
Strix Media in the house.
Hey, Strix.
Yeah, I mean, what I get from
what do you think?
Just traveling, I would rather be home at 3 a.m. than stay another day. Like, okay. and that just, as we travel more and we have to optimize our time more and more, like the allure of it goes away a little bit.
And you know what? From our kind of perspective, we would.
Right.
But these are technicians, much different animals.
Right.
So they're thinking about, so now I'm going to come in home at 3 a.m. I'm not going to get to sleep, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to miss tomorrow anyway, or whatever it might be. Yeah. Oh, nice. There you go. So, I think, I don't know. I think I'm being pretty damn fair.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the alternative would be. What
it's either they want to look at it like it's just full paid training, blah, blah, blah. And it is full paid training for the 2 days that you're training. The travel days are there. They're opted in and say, hey, listen, you have some guys have 3 weeks, some guys have 4 weeks, whatever the hell it might be. You got plenty of days. You want to burn one, then you can. If you don't, then you don't.
Right.
If you want to work on that Friday when you come back, because you did go back at 3 a.m. Maybe you say, hey, listen, I'm going to come in at noon and I'm going to do 4 calls at noon and I'm going to get my time in, whatever it might be. I mean, I work with everybody. This is not just like a, dictatorship where I'm just like, hey, you, this is it.
Right.
I like to listen to everybody and hear them out, but I think we have things in place for a reason and we need to abide by these things.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's like you work with people as much as you can. And then after that, there's not really much else you can do. Like we've given you options. This is it. We do have Sarah here. Just saying, hey guys, what's up, Sarah? I'm gonna try and pronounce her last name.
What's up, Sarah?
Hey, listening from the other side of the pond. Karen.
That would be the UK.
Hey, what's up?
That would be the UK. UK in the building.
Hello.
We got to get to London, man.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine.
I'm dying to take the picture on Abbey Road. That's all I want out of my life.
Yeah.
I just want the Abbey Road picture and then I can die a happy man.
Somehow I think that all of the things that we're doing is going to lead us there. I don't know what capacity. I don't know how.
To Abbey Road.
To London, to Abbey Road. Maybe do a podcast on Abbey Road.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The Abbey Road podcast.
You got the gears turning now.
We have to bring some big names to be on that one.
Yeah. Got to be somebody British.
Yeah. Maybe we get Paul McCartney.
Maybe we'll get Paul McCartney. Oh, she says she's in Manchester.
Sir Paul. Oh, Manchester. Sure, of course. And what about County York?
I don't know what that is.
I just
Manchester, I'm assuming you like football.
All my knowledge comes from pop culture, like Seinfeld's and different things. So I don't know.
Pop culture from the 90s.
Yeah. So
love it.
So what else? I just had another situation, ladies and gentlemen.
All
Ladies and gentlemen, I just had another situation. We're going back to equipment installations.
We got to pick like a gossip button.
What's up, internet? Hey, there we go.
I don't know if
haven't heard that one in a while.
Button. Sarah's in Houston, Texas. I love Houston, Texas.
Houston.
I love Houston and Austin. Places are
We'll
fun.
be in Austin at the end of April, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
We're gonna go to the FCSI conference.
But yeah, you had a
Yeah. So more back on these installs. You know, someone referenced our company and said, "Hey, give Rich a call for these 2 ice machine installations with filtration, and you know, see what he could do for you." So I guess that's, you know, he said, so that's why I'm emailing you. Someone told me to give you a call because you can get it done for us and yada yada. Yes, we can, absolutely. So I sent him a new customer form asking for credit card information and customer information, rightfully so.
right.
I don't know this person.
Right.
All right, I got to get to know you. Tell me who you are. So they didn't want to send that back. They don't understand why they have to pay me to go do a site survey to get all the information that we need to do.
Once again, I'm assuming this is not a chain. This is a mom and pop.
This actually was a chain. It's not a well-known chain.
Interesting.
It's not a well-known chain. I never even heard of it, but he told me in the email it was for this chain. I'm not going to mention the name.
Yeah, no.
But it was for a chain. But I don't know. I don't think he works directly for the chain.
Okay.
He's working with the possibly the I don't know exactly, but he's not directly with the chain.
Okay.
He's selling equipment. So, you know, he's like, well, you know, I got to pay XYZ for you to come and tell me what it's going to cost. I said, well, honestly, if you actually approve the installation, I will end up waiving that fee. But what happens when I go and give you a quote and then you say, "Oh, we're going to go with someone else"? So now I just spend my technician's time and all this other stuff that I have to pay for that.
Yeah,
dude, I have to pay for gas and tolls. I have insurances. I have inventories. I have labor. There's a million things that go into those wheels when they start turning.
Yeah,
and the technology that we all carry.
It's baffling to me, just coming from the design angle and from marketing. Like you can do a free consultation in marketing. You can do that. It's very hard to do that kind of thing with the service company, just because you have so many different things moving at once that it's like, of course you're going to charge for your technicians to come out. You know, it takes money for you to do that.
It does. And so imagine I did that. Let's just say I do that 100 times a year.
Right.
Times the actual cost. We're talking thousands of dollars if all those things fall through. Thousands of dollars. Why would I put my company in that position? I just can't.
Right.
You know, I would love to, you know, put a cross at the top of the building and throw some collection plates out and be a church, the church of the food equipment industry. You know, I mean, wouldn't that be nice? It would.
And let me tell you, just from inside perspective of a church, even that doesn't work.
So
most churches are broke. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
there's a very few that have a lot of money, but most of them are struggling.
I know it. I know it. And so that's, you know, he said, so Rich, listen, I really don't want to do that. Here's what it really is. Can you just give me a number of what you think? Well, I'll give you a number.
But it's gonna be high.
Oh yeah. Several. I sent them like I said $3,000, whatever I said. I said, that's the price now.
Right.
I have no idea what I'm walking into. Oh, the units are going to be there. All the utilities are going to be there. I've heard it all before.
Right. There's no way for you to ensure that.
There's no way. And this person's not in New Jersey. You know, they're sitting behind a desk somewhere. God only knows where.
Right. They're remote somewhere.
Yeah, of course. Everything's all easy when you look at it on paper. Oh, all you're doing is ripping these out and putting this in.
Right.
You have no idea the stuff that we walk into when we hear that stuff, and we trust. We are not in the business of trusting. We're in the business of confirming.
Oh, that's good.
You know,
that's a quote right there. Micro content.
Learn more about that in the secret Facebook group.
Sarah says she works in refrigeration and do installs. It's always intense trying to make customers happy.
Extremely tough to make customers happy in 2020. It's getting harder and harder. And the one thing we cannot do is complain about it. Right. We just have to figure out a way to get these jobs done.
Absolutely true.
One way or the other. It doesn't matter if it's hard. You know, that's our business. That's our job.
Yeah.
You know, and for us here, I don't really care what other companies are doing. We're going to do it. We're going to do it our way, and whether it's hard or not hard, and we're going to get it done.
Yeah. I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the process that equipment goes through to get to the point where it needs to be serviced, it's like the buck kind of stops with you guys. The buck stops with service companies. So, you know, it's ultimately the company that the client has to blame is the service company.
It always comes, and I'm going to curse here for LinkedIn, but listen, the old saying, shit runs downhill.
Right.
Who's at the bottom of the hill?
Right.
We are. That's just the way it goes. The manufacturers and the reps are selling it. The dealers are out there selling it. And when it comes time for installations or warranty calls or service calls or whatever it might be, here we are on the front line, the trenches, as they call it. And the buck stops at every service company across the country. That's why I always hashtag service is king. And it's important, I think, that the whole entire industry understands that, we could sell all day.
Right.
What happens when the service guys go away?
Right.
Everybody's up creek.
Sarah says, I do all the coordinating for the installs. Send me some guys with EPAs, please.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to find these certifications that you're looking for because nobody's coming into the field. That's one of the things we're doing with the Fed group.
Right.
We're just getting started.
Yep.
I think we made some great momentum in Miami. And I think one of the things that we're going to want to do is going to be going forward. And I'm just talking off my head. I don't even know. We really haven't talked about it.
Right.
But really partnering with technical schools and possibly putting on events and conferences where we could bring in manufacturers.
That's great.
Where we can bring in other service companies and reps and dealers. And I don't want to call it a career day or a job fair because it's much more than that. We're going to be putting on events to inspire these young guys and girls to show them stuff. So I foresee some big things coming through the Fed Nation.
I think that's vital, man. And I think, it has the potential to be something great.
And we're going to have a lot of pillar content from it.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to market it out there.
Right. It's going to raise awareness.
It's going to raise awareness. The world's going to see it. And hopefully the channel partners, we're going to get those guys going, be the conduit again for Cefesa and MOPSI and FEDD and FCSI and NAFM, and really begin to work closer with these associations on industry awareness. Because I think it's something that we're getting really pretty good at. What do you think? I
think so. I think
we're consistent AF.
I think that's half the battle, right? Is just getting to the point where you're consistent, you're consistently reliable.
Yeah. I mean, it's that's the biggest thing. I mean, got to do it every day.
Right.
It's got to be done every day. I'm just inviting some people.
Ben is on here, I think, with us on LinkedIn.
Big Ben. I'm just throwing a bunch of invites out. I don't care who it is. Come on. Get in this room. I just invited you. Get the music on as we invite people. Here we go. Oh, we're bringing them in. Bringing them in. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. What else we got going on? If anyone is watching on any of the platforms, feel free to jump in, ask a question, or put your number in the comments, and I will call you, and you can be on the live with us and share your thoughts on the state of the industry, maybe.
Absolutely. Right here, right now. It's very immediate. If you have a spare couple minutes, just call in and hang out with us. Be part of the show.
Yeah. Get your message out to the world.
Absolutely. People
are watching and listening right now as we speak.
I love it.
So, with that said, it's I've been posting some different things on Instagram, and a lot of that's coming from the pillar content.
Right.
And one of those things we're talking about is, there's mistakes that happen all the time in the industry. And that's one of the ones that's going around right now, where I sold the refrigerator and I took the customer at his word.
Right.
And then I got there. He came in showing me a picture of a back bar unit. I got there. He wanted a big merchandiser.
Yeah. Yeah. And he didn't even know, to his credit, when he saw he ordered the wrong thing, he was like, I ordered the wrong thing.
Yeah. No, they were very, very sweet. They were nice people. Nice. So we turned it around and ordered the right thing. I still have that back bar piece here. If anybody needs a back bar under counter refrigerator thing in Majiggy there, you just let me know.
It's a giveaway. No, I'm just kidding.
We could do a giveaway on it.
Do a back bar giveaway. That'd be a crazy thing to do if we get the right sponsors. Give away some of your equipment.
Might be interesting.
Like one piece.
Yeah, doesn't have to be nothing crazy. Maybe Mana's out there. They want to do some microwave giveaways.
Yeah. Maybe that's just an idea that you can steal from us. take it and run. If you're a manufacturer,
Yeah.
go on your social media, be like, we're doing a giveaway. Who wants in? And then you set some parameters.
Yeah. We got people joining here. I'm just waving. That's in the food equipment group, I believe.
Oh,
but
nice.
yeah. And going back to mistakes and things of that nature, I saw Sam and Air King was talking about some stuff.
Yeah.
The other day,
They
they had a little issue. I think at KFC. I think.
Yeah.
They went out there. They fixed it. I think it's nice to, we're oftentimes we sit here in our offices and we're on an island.
Right.
We're in our bubbles. And sometimes you think we're all alone until you go to your phone and you see Rich Maliki selling the wrong shit. And then you open it up and you see this guy that installed this thing wrong and he did this, that. Because, it's just real. It's just real, man.
Yeah,
we all make mistakes.
It's just what happens, man. Like it's
we're
business.
human.
Yeah.
And it's what you do. It's what you do after the mistake.
Right.
That shows who you are. That's the character part.
I like that.
So yeah, I mean, I would implore the food equipment industry at large to talk. Maybe you don't got to show it, but you talk about it.
Right.
Jump on a live somewhere or jump on your video and start talking about the things you guys got going on, good, bad, or indifferent, and share it with the industry because someone's going to find something useful in it. And this is about community and helping each other and building along the way. And I promise you, when you do that, your business is going to get stronger.
Absolutely.
You are going to increase sales. You are going to add better people to the team. People are going to want to be a part of what you're doing. I'm not doing this for my health. I'm just not. We're doing this for a reason.
Yeah.
At the end, in 30 years from now, I want legacy. I want to look back and be like, yeah, I actually contributed something to my industry, to the world. Even it's just my little corner. I know that. But I want to look back on that. It means something to me.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. We're all living inside of this industry. This is our bread and butter, this industry. And so why not contribute to it in a positive way that you see fit?
Exactly.
we all have, like, platforms have been commoditized. We all have the potential to really be, industry changers. If we decide to put in the work, I think it's just a matter of, is it a priority to us or not?
Is it a priority?
Yep.
Yeah. Roger Smeltzer always says that. Is it a priority?
Yep.
And while you're putting out this content and while you're doing this, you're going to find that you're going to create new relationships and new friendships, and you might find yourself at different events you've never been and different conferences you've never been and traveling more than you've ever been, kind of exactly like what's happening to us.
Right.
And it begins to open new doors. People is the currency. Forget about money.
Absolutely.
Stop worrying about money and the bottom line. I mean, I understand we're in business and we got to pay attention to all that stuff. Of course, I'm not telling you to say screw that, but look at the bigger picture and focus on the people and on the community around you, and see what doors that's going to open. The money aspect of it, obviously, it's going to come.
Yeah, I think the thing is changing is how to remain sustainable. That's what's really changing. It's not so much that the way we make money is changing. Obviously, service companies still service units, manufacturers still make them. But what's really changing is how do you maintain that growth that you've been having for the last 50 years? How do you keep your company healthy? All of that stuff is really what's changing. The mediums through which people communicate are changing. So obviously that's going to change.
Yeah. I mean, we all want to be sustainable. This is about perpetuity, right?
Yeah.
This is about forever. This is about scaling. This is about growth. And for me here in New Jersey, I just listen, when you're in business, things change. Yeah. So my perspective and thoughts on things might change tomorrow.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think about that a lot. Like, just picturing what life was like when we were younger, where we didn't have the internet in our pocket. I can only imagine what
Blockbuster.
It was, how much different it was before the phone was even invented.
Imagine. We don't know that.
We don't know, but my point is, like, how incredibly different things have been in such a short time, and like where that trajectory could possibly end up. And so, like, we need to be a little nimble as far as businesses are concerned, because you never know what the next technological advancement is going to be.
Yeah. And be humble with it. Be humble. Don't think the know-it-alls of the world. My God, listen, you're going to put yourself in a world of hurt if you think that what this is right here, if you're watching this right now, I'm in your hands, I'm in your feed, I'm in your face. Chances are later today I'll be there again,
Right.
and then tonight I'll be there again, and then when you wake up, I'll be the first one to pop up in your feed.
Yeah, and all of that is so ironic for me because, like, sure, I joined Facebook in college because it was a college thing. Like, you just subscribed to it, and it was only for college. You had to have a .edu email. But when Instagram came out, I was like, screw this, because I was already in design school. I was like, screw this. Everybody thinks they're a photographer now. You know, this thing is whack. It's just a phase. And I didn't get on it for like a year.
Wow.
Like,
yeah, I didn't either.
I was like, nah, I'm good. And then finally it was just like, this is kind of isn't going anywhere.
When did
This is
Facebook come out?
inevitable. It had to be 20. I graduated high school in 06. So it had to be like 08 or 07.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I don't think I joined Facebook until like 2009. I got to go back and look.
Yeah. I know. I was like a freshman in college, sophomore in college.
And I didn't even join MySpace.
Oh, no?
I like refused. I'm like, I'm not doing this. This is
That was a
a waste of time. It's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that caught me right as a teenager, you know? So it was just like, whoa, so cool.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know. I was never big on I was never big on the social media.
Yeah.
And you know, honestly, I found guys like Gary V that started talking to me in a new kind of language.
Yeah,
And
well,
that language was real. It's just
Yeah.
authentic language.
I think you weren't a fan of social media without a point to it,
Yeah.
without like some sort of purpose behind it.
I needed a why.
Yeah. Like, you're not just going to go on there and be like, I had a cheese sandwich today. It was horrible.
No, I used to. I it still makes me, and I do those things now. Like I'll check into like restaurants and
Right.
do all those different things. But I do that just like for my own amusement at this point. And I rarely, I do usually check into one place.
Right. Cafe Bello. This podcast is sponsored by Cafe. No,
It should be.
they might as well be.
They should be sponsoring this.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, I don't see you. I can see why that transformation happened. Whereas, like, all right, there's a reason to go on this thing. It's not just like people trying to tell each other what they had for lunch.
yeah, it's just that's ridiculous. But you know what? There's people that are consuming and there's people that are putting out the content, right?
Right.
Are you just a consumer? You know, most of the world I would say is probably just consumers.
Yeah, I think that was me. Like, my pride was like, I'm not going to go on there and be a consumer. And then once I figured out like I can use this to my advantage, I was like, all right, now I'm in. Now I can be, creator.
Yeah. I mean, and that's really what it is. Like, who are you and what's your why? We talked about that at the Fed conference if you were there. But you can go see the whole talk on YouTube at Fed TV, FEDD TV. Go check that out and hit the subscribe for us so we can blow this industry up.
Trailers,
full talks, everything that you missed.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, I mean, putting out content and documenting the journey and creating those things are going to be tried and true in the next decade. I promise you, you will see it. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a practitioner. We got a comment
here. Karen says, a lot of the stuff you're on about is developing in the UK service industry, and more recently, a new catering apprenticeship has been established. So we're on board. I sell all American brand spares from Heritage here. Spares from Heritage here in the UK. The things you're talking about are industry wide. It's global, man.
It's global.
That's wild.
We all speak the same language in the service industry, don't we?
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah,
we do. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about it. And that's why when you put content out, people are going to relate.
Yes. That's so encouraging, man.
Man, doesn't matter. Like UK, Australia, Europe market, European markets, across the US and Canada, we're all going through the same different things each day with sales and service.
Yes.
And design and all these different things. And we speak the same language. So
if you're in a different nation other than America, and you got some stuff that you want to talk about as far as the global state of food service, give us a shout, DM us, and we'll get you on the show to talk about it. It's something I don't know much about. Like I don't know what the whole industry looks like in a different country. Just not aware of it at all.
No, listen, I've not been. I have not been. I've been to Canada, but oh my God, I was like 19. I mean, it was Montreal, and we actually stayed in the Queen Elizabeth Hotel, I think, and there was like a fire scare in the middle of the night, so they brought us all to like the underground mall area thing.
Whoa.
It's pretty interesting. But anyway, I'd love to get out to Canada. I'd love to get out to the UK and be able to jump into some of these. Imagine that would be a cool vlog if we got hooked up with a service company and got to ride around with technicians in the UK.
Right, that would be sick.
And kind of see exactly what they're going through, because I bet you it's the same.
Yeah, I would love to do that. There'd be so many parallels, but then at the same time,
Oh, there's probably a lot of differences.
Yeah, and it'd be cool to see those because maybe we can learn.
Oh yeah,
you know, maybe they have some good ideas that we haven't implemented yet, just the way it's structured or whatever.
Who wants to sponsor Rich and Angel to come to the UK and go right along with your service people, and then we'll also go in depth on a digital strategy for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll give you the know-how. We'll give you a step-by-step formula to build your own community.
A step-by-step booklet for you to get
maybe
your game on track.
Maybe you can be the Fed of your nation.
There you go.
Fed nation.
There you go. That's it. So yeah, and this is a lot of different things. We have NRA Chicago coming up.
Yeah,
I'm excited for Chicago.
Me too.
I love Chicago, man. I love Chicago.
So
we're gonna go down and see our boy TJ Coker, maybe.
Hey,
TJ Coker Service.
I had fun with
TJ
them
and Mike and Deb
in Miami. I had fun with
everybody
them.
down there.
That pizza restaurant was good. No, it wasn't a pizza restaurant. It was really fancy, and then I got like the fancy pizza.
Oh yeah. That was all right.
Oh, you didn't like it? It took so long.
I was an afterthought at that table.
Yeah,
they didn't like me. That's all right. But we'll be.
You didn't even get a chair.
No, they sat me by the bathroom. It was great. But yeah, we'll be in Chicago. We got the Univex booth meetup for the Fed.
Yeah.
We'll have some interesting things going on there. So we'll send out
Is it the McCormick Center.
Always
Hey.
at McCormick. And we're also going to be putting on, again, so people know, an exclusive dinner with our main sponsors.
Oh yeah,
Tech Town, baby.
Yeah, at NRA.
So details to come on that. There will be a limited amount of tickets available. So we're going to have you guys come on down, and we're going to get intimate and build a relationship and just talk all things industry related.
I love it.
It's going to be fun.
I love it.
Got a comment?
Oh yeah, Mike Moreno said TJ and I got the pasta.
That's right.
Scott says 50 hertz. I don't know what that means.
That's probably 50 hertz in Europe or whatever. We're 60.
Okay.
What else? There we go.
Just trying to cut through the silence real quick. What else, man? I don't know. I think this episode was good. We touched on the women's conference.
Yeah.
We touched on our digital course, our secret Facebook group. Touched on some stuff that's going on upstairs.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We'll come back with some interesting topics on Friday.
Yeah.
We haven't done a food review in a while.
Oh, that's right.
I'll tell you what.
Come out.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what. I think there are some things though.
Yeah.
Didn't I just see something crazy?
I mean, we could try like the Beyond Burgers or whatever.
Oh,
no?
I did. I don't.
Yeah, no.
I want real.
I was actually listening to somebody on Gary Vee talking about how those things aren't even good. Like they're not even good for you.
Well, that's the thing. We're like, I feel like we're test dummies. Like, what's in them?
Yeah,
the chemicals and everything else. Like,
Right. Yeah, they're like super processed, like even more processed than the meat.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm not about that stuff, but I don't know. Maybe if anyone has any ideas on a taste test of what they want us to do, let us know. We'll get some food up in here. We'll talk and give a little review.
Yeah.
That'll be Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's already Wednesday. That time is flying.
Yeah, it's flying.
So next time we see you, it'll be Friday. And I'm sure you'll be excited to get your weekend started. So if you have any topics or any things you want to talk about, let us know in the comments. Message us privately. And why don't you be a part of the show?
Yes.
Jump on the show with us. We'll give you a call. We'll bring you right in, and we'll chop it up for a little while.
Yeah, Mike Reed said you should go to Partstown and interview the guys of Tech Town. We actually went to Partstown.
Well, you can go to youtube.com/MalachiTV, and you could actually see us in Partstown.
Did a whole tour, talked to a bunch of them.
Yes, we did. And I guess that's going to be probably it. Yeah. We're going to be doing some different things here with software. So I'm going to jump on a demo for some new software updates and upgrades we're going to be bringing to the table, because that's something right now that's kind of weighing on me and hanging over my head.
Right.
I'm technology driven, and we just don't have the capabilities that I'm satisfied with here.
Right.
So it's time. We're continually changing.
Yeah.
You know, until and we're going to continue to change, and that's something I'll leave you with. If you're in business, if you're a young entrepreneur, if you're just getting started, and obviously for the people that have been in business, I'm probably not saying anything you don't know, but don't be afraid to adjust the sales 15,000 times a day if you have to,
Right.
because you got to do what you got to do to get it right for you and for your business. And unfortunately, sometimes that's going to upset people, but you know, it's not personal. It's just about the business. So do what you got to do to get yourself and your business to the next level at all costs. It matters. It means something, and your employees and your team will be thankful for it in the long run, because you're doing this for the greater good.
Absolutely.
And I leave everybody with that. And we're going to leave everybody also with some words from Ellen that I love to leave everybody with. Listen, we'll see you on Friday. Be kind to one another. We out.
Rich and Angel.